Guys, welcome back to another update. Thank you guys for tuning in. First and foremost, shout out to my subscribers, shout out to my members. Appreciate you guys tuning in.
Battery 100%.
It's been a minute, so what I'm gonna do is I decided to just go ahead and do a recap. So I'm gonna go through this kind of quickly, but this is gonna be a full extensive update, so you guys can really know what's going on and really just stay tapped in. If you're new to the channel, if you have not really been following, it's going to be kind of difficult to follow without knowing what's going on. So I would suggest you go to part 1 and you come on and meet us on back down here at part 90. I think this is 95. All right. So that's a lot of parts. That's a lot of videos to go through. Treat it like a movie, man. Just sit back, relax. If you're new to the game and you want to learn how to play this game, oh man, what better opportunity to learn by just going to part 1, see how I started and see how I got to this point. That's the best way I would suggest that you would do it.
Battery 100%.
All right. So right now we're still dealing with this humongous coalition here. We're still breaking down how these guys are trying to wolf pack and trying to and this happens over and over again is what I'm noticing, guys. So what I'm going to display and demonstrate on this game, guys, is this happens all the time when you guys are playing. These guys like to wolf pack. These guys like to play with multi accounts. So you gotta pay attention to this map. This is a very good map to learn from, especially when you get into later parts of a game and it gets real intense and you're dealing with really experienced players. So yes, guys, we're still going to discuss the conspiracy. We're going to discuss how these guys are wolf packing. We're going to discuss who all the members are, who all the players are. We're going to get all that explained, and we're going to break it down we're going to really break it down real good so that you fully understand, and so that when you play this game, you'll be on top of your game and you'll understand exactly what's going on. And I like to start by looking at how Mr. Arrowhead right here is just sitting his troops here, not doing anything. He's basically sacrificing those troops. And those are the little things that I've been discussing and talking about on this particular map, which highlights some of the things that these guys have been doing to try to sabotage players. And like I said, it's a wolf pack. It's about at least 10 to 15 players probably working together. They're probably buddies from whatever, you don't know, you don't have all the background about how they do it, but you know that there's a network of players that work together. Some of them just communicate on Discord and different other platforms and whatnot, so they keep in touch. So you got to keep that in mind, guys. One thing about when you watch my map, you'll notice that there's no multi-account. I'm not sitting here playing with another account. Everything that I'm showing you is flat out what it is. And it's better that way. This is a great game. So I hope you guys take notes and you pay attention to how I deal with these wolf packers. I'm not making no excuses. Oh no. By no means am I making any excuses. Because at the end of the day, you still got to know how to deal with situations as they come. So I'm going to show you how I deal with these wannabe bullies here. And I'm going to piss them off because they've never dealt with someone like the Supreme Master. So buckle up and pay attention. To my members, I got something extremely special for y'all coming up. So y'all stay tuned. Right now, I got these guys trying to bring as many troops as they can towards this island so they can transfer over into America. But that's why you got to build you some submarine, guys, so you can deal with those troops in the water as they try to cross over into this area here. So I'm dealing with a situation where I got Snake, Pennsylvania, and I got Snake, Arrowhead, allowing them to creep into America, northeastern America, and which is fine. But we need to recognize um, what's going on. That's why I got my spies in place. That's why you're able to see, guys, everything that's going on over here. It's because of these spies. If you have any questions, any concern, leave it in the message. All right, let's read this intel again. I know we read it already. We're doing a little quick recap, but let's just read it real quick, just so we can stay on point. Look how these guys communicate. If he got 100 planes, if he take one of us out, the other one need to do this. That's good communication. That's good teamwork. Look, I'm not against good teamwork. Right. So I want to recap how Pennsylvania made a deal with these folks. This is Pennsylvania here. Look at them, scared of me, scared of me. Pennsylvania is retreating like a girl. Look at them. So you see Pennsylvania communicating with this coalition, right? As if he's a part of that coalition. And he is. He is. That's been my whole point. And I hope that it's crystal clear now, guys. So let's move forward. We're gonna start speeding through, guys. I want you guys to just see how this thing moves along. This is me talking to Mr. Snake, Pennsylvania. Mr. Fleet of Footmen. Now I'm gonna ask him about these deals he's making with the Axis. We're gonna move right on along. We just want to get you caught up to where we were at. I don't want you guys to thinking I'm segueing away from it, or I'm no. I'm gonna show you exactly what happened, what's going on, and why I always have receipts. I keep my receipts, guys. Hamar hits me with 11 submarines, which is not nowhere near enough to take down almost 1,700 troops. It's gonna take a good chunk, but that's not gonna do it. So all I did right there, guys, is just split them up so they can attack them a lot faster and get rid of that submarine stack a lot faster. Again, I showed you this in some of the in the other videos, so we're gonna speed through, guys. If you don't know what's going on in this video, just go to the last video before this one, and it'll break some of this down. But I want to go ahead and move forward a little bit. But got them retreating. So if they're retreating, that means all we need to do is get these guys to come on, Arrowhead and everybody to come on and just push forward, so we can take this land back and get these guys off of America. But they don't want to do that. See, the problem is Arrowhead didn't expect me to be this dominant. So he gave up like a coward. And now he's perplexed because it's like, well, dang. I kind of need to help him, but I'm in this alliance, you know, and I'm trying to kiss the rest of the alliance members behind because he got emotional. Even though I understood why he got emotional. He got emotional because they wanted him to sacrifice himself, which he didn't want to do. And so now I caused turmoil in their little alliance. Look at them. They all coming, guys. They all coming. This is what it's all about here, though. I love it. I love it. This is what it's about. I like competition. I like the competition. Now, mind you, these guys are not really that good, but you know they play well together as an alliance. I give credit where it's due. It's just it's a little bit much when um you're trying to undermine the integrity of the game, though. That's when I don't respect it. Meaning you're getting in coalitions, and then you're betraying your own coalition members because you have more of an allegiance to your alliance. And so it causes friction in the game. And so somebody's playing with you the whole game and you just backstab them. That's not, that's just, to me, it's just dirty play. I don't like it. I think it doesn't take a lot of skills to do that. And I want to expose it right here while I got the opportunity to do it. Because everybody does not get the opportunity to expose these guys. So I took it upon myself to say, you know what? Let me expose these scoundrels for the scoundrels and vagabonds and underhanded players that they are. So they're not gonna like this. They in my comments, they questioning this and that, and I give them all the opportunity to respond to my claims because I'm taking them to court. They in court right now. So I had to take a little time off. We had some things come up, but I'm back, and we're gonna break this thing down. We ain't gonna waste too much time. We're gonna speed through a bit. Alright, so now we're gonna send our planes here. And we're gonna go ahead and get into action, man. We ain't doing too much sitting around. Oh no, baby. Let's send them airplanes over there. Let's get some action going. Speed up. Meat potatoes. I ain't gonna hold y'all up. Alright. So y'all see what's going on here. I'm sending my 152 airplanes. He got 53 airplanes here and he got 17 there. They're trying to get away. They're trying to run away. But you know what? I still like them stack of boats I see right here as well. I might aim for that. So as they try to fly away, I also got other targets that I want to go ahead and that I'm looking at, that I got my eye on. And those other targets on the menu. It's kind of like going to McDonald's and you're looking at the menu like, I don't know what I want. I don't know which one I want. You know what I mean? It's like, I don't know which one I want. What do I want? We'll just see what opens up. We're going to see what opens up. See, guys, this is why they don't like me, and this is why you'll see some of the tactics they tried to use, and they probably would have worked on an average player, But you'll see, I'm not no Rudy Poo. But you'll notice Arrowhead just sitting still, sitting still. Now he's firing right there because, that's probably already, that's automatic. But look at how he has not moved 1 inch anywhere else. I got these guys retreating the whole nine, and he's just sitting still. Why? This is what you call bringing some reinforcements and backup to a player that's supposed to be with you. Mr. Arrowhead supposed to be with me. Y'all, does he look like somebody who's actually fighting with me? Or does it look like he's holding back? Stay tuned. Pay attention. I'm teaching y'all something on this. Like I told you I was going to do. If you don't learn how to play this game after this map, you're not ready to play. I'm going to show you how to take your time. I'm going to show you what to do. I'm going to show you how to think the game through. So I just did another split so that we can get these submarines out of there. Because we're about to attack it in about another minute or so. All right, so we didn't get as many as I wanted to, but let's move along. Let's move along. Again, if you want to see a little bit more of this, guys, go back to my last video, and I think this is kind of where we're picking up from right here. So should be brand new here as far as updating. But I do remember, so we did a little recap. Yep. So we want to get at those airplanes right there while they're sitting there. And reason being is because one thing he may not realize is that he's not, let me tell you something about these airplanes. They're not on this base. An airplane is not on that base. The only thing that's on that base is those 2 cars right there. So when I attack that whole base, he's going to end up losing that base. And that would be perfect. That would be perfect. Because that takes away his base, and then that will turn those airplanes into basically vehicles. They will lose a lot of power and a lot of protection if that base becomes no longer an airport. If I take that airport out, he's finished right there. So you need to hurry up and move that. But Who knows? He may not be paying attention, or he may be unaware of that. That's where experience comes into play. Look, ho. Let's go back. Look at how Arrowhead, he's not even shooting with his rail guns, yet he's letting his men just run into this battleship here with all of these battleships. Almost 100 ships, and you just, what are you doing? So that's why you see me moving troops in, trying to help him out, trying to send some reinforcements. Can't forget about Australia. Looking at my resources, trying to get some things built real quick. I will admit the only problem with Australia is just not knowing how vast, or how many troops should I say, do Darwin and Melbourne have left on the continent. And now I got Valencia here, so Australia has become a little tricky, I will admit. And this will be a major factor in this game, is Australia. Now, some of this stuff I can break it down for, but that's going to be more for my members. Like when you see me use resources, how I use it, where you get it from, things like that. I think I want to share that with my members, because that's pretty exclusive information, and it's very good information, and it's very valuable information. So my members, I think, deserve that much. So that's why I kind of sped through some of that without really breaking down what was going on with some of the resources, like how I'm using some of this here now. That's going to be more for my members that I will break that down. So I will do a whole video on resources, boosters, even the new heroes. I'm going to do a whole video on all of that to help members understand how to balance that out, and how you don't have to spend not one penny on this game, not 1 cent. It's just a few things you need to do, and you'll be just fine. You'll get gold, you'll get boosters, and you won't have to spend not 1 cent. And you get gold, you get resources and boosters and all that kind of stuff to use it when you want to use it. But I'm gonna tell you the secret to that. I'm gonna show you when you want to use it, how you want to use it, why you want to use it, and all that will factor into, but you won't have to buy it. You can earn it in different ways, and I'll break that down for my members. Alright, we're almost where we want to be at over here. I gotta keep my eye on these guys, because this is going to be very interesting how this plans out. Still hasn't moved it. Alright, so you know what, guys? I think this is a good stopping place. So when we come back, we're going to see how this thing right here turns out. Does this guy wake up? Or does he sacrifice 53 planes? Alright, so stay tuned. We'll be back. Thank you guys for tuning in, and we're back on track. We'll get everything back, caught right back up, and we're going to show you how these guys tried to wolf pack your boy. How they try to wolf pack the Supreme Master. Alright, we'll be back.